Alright, we're going to clean a 2-bedroom apartment real quick. Getting the machine ready. Let me show this door won't stay open. I don't know if we'll video back here. We might. It's just kind of dark back here. I don't know if it'll show up too good. We have not pre-sprayed yet. We're getting ready to do that. There's some little smudge things. And this bedroom back here, it's got some, looks like grease. There's something in the carpets a little bit. Right there. We're going to pre-spray. We're going to start in the living room, so stay tuned.
Okay, when we clean a carpet, what we do is we go through first and look for things that we think are going to take a little bit more than a regular carpet soap. And this is going to get some ammonia, and for good measure, it's going to get some peroxide. Now, does it need it? I don't know, but it don't hurt to use it. And this stuff is so cheap, we can afford to use it. Here's some red.
I'll put the ammonia on the red for sure.
We will.
Yeah, it's starting to turn white.
Okay.
There's a couple spots, one there and then in front of the closet door.
That might be gum.
Spray it with ammonia.
I did. Peroxide. Now you can use one or the other, but
we use just both on this.
It's so cheap to use these chemicals that we use them both because we figure why not.
Alright, there's some other spots here as you're coming out the door. Up here by the dishwasher there's a stain, Jay. And there's a little bit up here. Yeah, and then by the front entrance. As you're walking in, the threshold here.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to do that and then we're going to pre-spray with our regular pre-spray and we'll be right back. Alright, we're putting down our pre-spray.
And like I said, you put it down pretty wet. Don't worry about dry times. It'll still dry in an hour. You can pretty much soak the carpet and it'll dry in an hour. As long as you only soak it with pre-spray, it's not the same thing as hot water extraction.
The room, when we're working in the room, we turn the ceiling fan off because we don't want our pre-spray drying up. This is a fairly decent sized room. We've already put down some ammonia on this traffic area, but it's going to have to be scrubbed.
And I've said it before, you don't want to pre-spray no more area than you think you can clean in about 5 minutes. 6 or 7 minutes will probably be okay, but you keep it in the 5-minute thing and you won't mess up.
Okay, and this pre-spray we're using, it is a neutral pH. It has a little bit of a
grease coater.
A grease coater in it, so it's going to emulsify grease, but it is a neutral pH. But anyway, we're going to finish spraying and start cleaning, so stay tuned. Alright, now we are using a dry bonnet because we've moistened the carpets. And we found that a dry bonnet works the best for us. Some people like to dampen their bonnets, and that's okay if you want to do that. But
a dry bonnet is better because, well, pretend you just got water on your kitchen counters. What do you think is going to get the water off your kitchen counters better? A wet paper towel that you squeeze out, or a dry paper towel?
Well, wet is
dampness gets attracted to dry.
Yeah, wet is attracted to dry. So if you moisten your bonnets, it's okay. It may make you feel like it's a little safer on the carpets, but the truth is, if you put down enough pre-spray, you're soaking up moisture really quickly. You're not actually dry bonnet to dry carpet. That would be bad. But dry bonnet to damp carpet is fine.
When I pre-spray the carpets, I get them very damp. There is no worry about too much friction when you start the machine and the bonnet's going to burn into the carpet. It's not going to happen because I get the carpets wet. I don't get them lightly misted. I wet them good. That's how you do it. There's a lot of talk on YouTube about how to do this. Well, we're telling you how we've been doing it for years and years, and it works.
All right, this is an orbital motion, so it's a random orbit. So the machine isn't just going in circles; it's also orbiting. Oh, and you could tell someone. The deal we have worked out at this place is they do the vacuuming to save money. So they vacuum before we get here. We vacuum better than this. So that's why you're going to see stuff popping up everywhere. It doesn't affect the cleaning. It's just they're going to have to probably re-vacuum the carpets after they're fully dry, which is only going to be an hour.
This place no longer uses a main service. They have the maintenance guys doing all the housekeeping and vacuuming and all that stuff before we arrive.
So it depends on how good of a vacuum cleaner they have and how much time they want to take as to how good the carpets are going to be vacuumed when we arrive. Yeah, we tried to talk them into letting us do the vacuuming, but they just don't want to spend any money, so.
No.
You know,
Of course,
apartments run on a tight budget.
The truth is, we want like $30 to vacuum, so I don't blame them. But we're not going to vacuum for cheap or free.
Well, this carpet's, you can see the stuff that's coming up is from when the carpet was installed, so this carpet was never vacuumed by the people that moved in here because you wouldn't see that stuff. And, and there's a chance they didn't vacuum this carpet. The maintenance guys may not have vacuumed this carpet because they thought it looked good enough. So
if you watch how I'm cleaning this, you people who are new to getting these machines, see how I make a pass, then I move over and make a pass backwards. I try not to go over the same area twice because it's just, you know, you're doing the same cleaning pass over and over again that way.
He's overlapping a little bit, but
I'm overlapping about 10 inches.
Now, when you see a stain, you're going to hover on that a little bit longer.
That's different. When you see a stain, you can go like this over the same area because you got a stain. But when you're cleaning the thinner carpets, you move, you make a pass forward or backwards, and you move to the left or the right.
Now, when you get to a stain, pushing the machine forward and backward, it scrubs a little bit better than if you go side to side. So if you're having problems with the stain, keep changing the direction you're standing and just hit the stain from different angles, but try to go forward and back.
Here, and I'll show you how we go.
Yeah, let me get over here so they can see that traffic area a little bit better.
And when it's dirty, you can still do it the way I'm doing it. You just slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down your cleaning passes.
Now, traffic areas, a lot of times, you're getting them clean, but you're not going to make them look the same as the rest of the carpet. They may look a little bit, they're going to show up differently because there's worn out carpet. Once the carpet fibers have been damaged by somebody grinding their feet into the ground, you're not going to fix that damage, and as long as there's any damage to the fibers, it's not going to look uniform anymore.
Yeah, because what the fibers have is they're no longer dirty. You got carpet abrasion, and when you get carpet abrasion, that's not fixable. Carpet abrasion is permanent, and you can't clean it out. It's not a cleaning issue. It's where the carpets have been abraded and they're just plain ruined, and that's all it is.
Yeah, cleaning does not repair. It just cleans. Repairing carpets is a whole different thing. You can't do that. This isn't a restoration. This is a cleaning.
Well, see, I'm still making a pass to the left or to the right every time I go forward or backwards, but I'm slowing down for that dark area.
Yeah, these orbital machines, they do clean all the way to the base of the carpet, so the whole fiber gets cleaned.
Yes, from bottom to top.
Was it 1725 RPMs? Or orbits, it's OPMs, it's orbits per minute.
It's basically 30 orbits per second. That's what it amounts to.
Yeah, so it's not just rotation speed, it's the speed of the orbit.
Now, I will come back on this here in a second. I'm going to finish the room off and come back and hit that dark stain a little bit more because I know it's there, so I'm going to make sure and hit it good and hard. I'm
going to change the angle a little bit. It's hard to tell where this is going to show up best on the video because of the lighting and everything, so I'll move around slightly. It's not too many angles I can shoot this from. Step back.
Okay.
I think you can kind of see it.
Let me just run through this real quick.
Yeah, when you make it a second pass over something, change your direction a little bit.
If you can, yeah, if there's room to.
It helps. Helps hit the carpet from a different angle. We're going to rake these carpets when we're done, so we're going to get it all uniform anyway, but a lot of times you think something's dirty and then you go over it and you see it's just the direction the nap's been laid down. You can see the carpet's pretty fluffy. That's because it does basically...
It stands it up.
It stands it up because it's hitting it from all different directions, so you do see some lines from the direction you've traveled, but that's just because of your forward momentum. But if you slow down a little bit or go from a different angle, you can make the carpets all look pretty uniform. Let me come back over where
this is a traffic lane here, so I'll hit it one more time.
Okay, I'm showing this area a little bit. Now to the naked eye, it looks fine. Sometimes the camera's going to pick up a residual, and that's moisture. The camera's really good at picking up areas of the carpet that are slightly damper than other areas, so it sometimes doesn't look very even. When it does to the naked eye, it doesn't to the camera. Alright. Alright, he's basically done with this room. I'm going to pause the camera because we have to go pre-spray the next room, and we'll resume when we get in there, so stay tuned. Alright, work in progress. We've already cleaned the hall. He's getting ready to spray that room. I raked as much of this living room as I can, and I turned the ceiling fan on so that it can start drying. It'll dry pretty quick. I'm not going to walk back out over there, but you can kind of see. Hopefully it's looking good on camera. Yeah, there's a lot of this carpet fuzz everywhere because they never vacuumed along the edges where the carpet was cut at. And so there's carpet fuzz everywhere, but at least the carpets are clean looking. So we're going to get that room started and we'll show that, so stay tuned. Alright, we'll see how that stuff does with the ceiling fans off, grease sprays down. Now anything that doesn't come up pretty quickly when we're cleaning, that's going to be a specialty treatment. But this thing scrubs pretty aggressively. It's gentle but aggressive. So a lot of this stuff, it looks bad and it comes right out when you hit it with the machine. Again, the carpets are fairly damp, so the bonnet, now the bonnet isn't perfectly dry, of course, because we just finished another room with it, so the bonnet's only dry for the first few seconds, and then it's not a dry bonnet anymore anyway.
It's not anything like you soaked it. It's dry because it's got friction used against it.
Yeah, it helps keep it from, it keeps it from getting any damper than it's going to get.
It's not wet, it's just, it's probably got a light moisture feel to it, a light moist feel to it if you touch it. But we use a dry bonnet, and we have been for several years.
Is that stuff going to come out?
Looks like it.
Hey, there's a smudge right there. You see where my foot's at? Yeah. Right there. It may be worn carpet too. Sometimes that's from a leg of a piece of furniture. Abrades the carpet.
I'm going to get the closets last, and I'm going to get them off camera. Y'all don't want to watch us do a closet.
We're trying to keep our video length down because, you know.
Well, plus, who wants to see a closet?
Yeah.
The time I take down a closet could be the time to do another bedroom or something.
Okay, we'll see if these things are going to be trouble or not.
Not too much trouble, are they?
Yeah, they're still there a little bit. It's kind of faint. Just one, maybe a little bit more. I think they may be out. You might hit them. There's another one just to the, just to your right of the thing in a second here.
Now we did take some red out, and I'll consider tacking on a charge for it. I'm not joking around. Normally, if I take red out, I charge extra for it. It's not really part of my normal cleaning process. Not even, you know,
Well, because of the red, we have to use a spotter. And so we charge, when we have to use those spotters, we usually charge for that. And of course, that would be, we may even have to get out an iron or something to finish it up. But
yeah, just because we take
if it doesn't come out with a standard pre-spray, then it's an extra charge.
Just because we take it out the bonnet don't mean it wasn't a red stain removal.
Hit this a little bit more right there. Looks like a dark spot, but it may just be the carpet. Sometimes the carpet's just a little, just a tuft of carpet that's out of.
It may be a minute piece of bubble gum.
Yeah, the carpet has a cowlick.
No, all that stuff over here, I can't even see where it was at. So it's.
I think it's safe to say it's out.
It's been wasted.
It's in the bonnet now. Now we've done some videos in the past. Every once in a while, the show when we actually get a sink sprayer and we wash the bonnets out, there's tons of dirt that's absorbed into these things. Because of the chemistry of the pre-spray and because of some of the heat that we generate, these things absorb the dirt and everything that we're getting loose during the cleaning action. It's all getting absorbed into the bonnet. It holds a ton of stuff.
Speaking of that, to you who are interested, I've not flipped the bonnet. And you know what? I'm not going to flip the bonnet, and I got another room to do. You know why I'm not going to flip the bonnet? Because it's still absorbing and I can see it. It's obvious, it's fine.
As long as it's still absorbing, you don't need to flip it over or rinse it out. But if you start getting it where you're not picking anything up, it probably means that's a good indication your bonnet needs to be dealt with.
I cleaned 3 apartments the other day, and I did not flip the bonnet once. I went to all of them, I just went with the same bonnet. I never flipped it, and it was fine and dandy.
And that bonnet was really dirty when we sprayed it out.
Because these things are an inch thick, and they absorb a ton of dirt.
That's that one thing I talked about before.
There's a lot of people thinking you got to flip the bonnet every so often. Well, not really. We don't, and we get clean carpet. So, and we don't get our bonnets wet. We dry bonnet. We don't flip them. And our carpets come out immaculate every time.
He's going to a room that's on the other side. He's done here. I'll show you. It's way down there, that door that's shut. That's where he's going next. So when he gets all this stuff moved down there, I'll rake these carpets up. Let me put the fan on for a few minutes. I'm gonna rake these carpets and then I'll show you.
Hold on, I gotta get in the closets.
Oh yeah.
Almost forgot.
But I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna come back and show you the carpets when they're raked. And we're not gonna show the cleaning in that other room. And I'm gonna go over there real quick just to show you that you're not missing out on anything, because there's nothing back here that's really worth looking at. Nah, it's not bad at all. So stay tuned. I'm gonna rake these carpets up. You can see what they look like when they're all nice and fluffed up. So that's what's coming next. All right, I'll show this bedroom, because once I rake this hall, I can't get back down here without making footprints. It looks pretty good. Let me turn the ceiling fan off. We don't leave ceiling fans running when we leave an apartment or an empty place, because you never know, something could short out, cause a fire, and nobody's around. So anyway, I'm going to do this hallway area, walkway, whenever he gets in. We're not going to have enough time on the camera.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to do it in 4 minutes.
When he moves everything over there, I'll rake the rest of this up and show you the final results on here. So stay tuned. All right. Hallway's nice, even, uniform. The living room's all nice and even and uniform. The thresholds are a little ratty. They're worn out. Look at that. So once they're raked, they look completely different. If you start the video over, you see how they looked when we started. If there's any unevenness in the appearance, it's probably still some dampness. That traffic area, we had to spray it down pretty heavy. I'll try to hold the camera down here a little bit. You can kind of see how all that blends together once you rake it. It looks nice and even and uniform, like brand new carpets. Hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, thanks for watching.